Okay, good morning. So in previous sessions we have seen one of the MOS logic family, that is CMOS. Its structure, construction of different gates under CMOS. Now in this session I would like to explain one of the logic family under bipolar logic, that is diode logic. As the name implies, the diode logic includes or uses the diode as a main component in order to show the functionality of different gates. Now I am taking an AND gate as an example. AND gate as an example. It's a construction using diodes like this. Okay. So this is the circuit work as AND gate. It has two input diodes. Say diode A with the input VA and the diode B with the input VB. Both are connected in shunt. Why two diodes means? Because the size of the AND gate is 2 input. That's why 2 diodes. Suppose if the diode, gate size is 3 input gate, one more diode you need to shunt with this, right? Then another diode is there, that is called the load diode. The output is not directly taken at the node X. It is considered through one more diode, that is DL, and RL is the load resistance, and RH is the current limiting resistor, okay, from the power supply VCC. Let us see the operation of this circuit. Is it work as AND gate or not? Okay, this is the construction. Now see the functionality of this circuit. Is it work as AND gate or not? I think all of you know the functionality of the AND gate. That is, the AND gate output is logic 1 when all of its inputs are 1, otherwise 0. The functionality of AND gate is, its output is logic 1 when all of its inputs are logic 1s, otherwise 0. Okay. So to understand the functionality, here I am considering for logic low, the voltage is 0.2 volts, whereas for logic high, the voltage range is 4 to 5 volts. And I am assuming each diode cut-in voltage as 0.7 volts. Right? Let me connect in order to apply the different binary values. Say under two variables, 4 combinations 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Okay. So for that I am connecting a variable power supplies at both the inputs as shown in figure. Each power supply can vary its voltage from 0.2 volts to 5 volts. Both the power supplies can vary its voltage from 0.2 volts to 5 volts. Okay. First of all, I am going to apply 0 0 inputs, 0 0 as a input. So with reference to 0 0, how much voltage I have to connect at VA and VB? That is 0.2 volts at VA, similarly 0.2 volts at VB. Okay, 0.2 volts at VA, similarly 0.2 volts at VB. Okay. Now with this connection of battery and applied voltages, now observe what is the biasing of each diode. That is diode A and diode B. Now since the anode potential is almost equal to 5 volts, positive 5 volts, whereas cathode set positive 0.2 volts, right? Both the diodes, anode set positive 0.2 volts, but anode at not exactly at 5 volts, almost equal to 5 volts. Okay. Both the anode and positive at the same polarity, but magnitudes are different. Okay. Now since anode potential is greater than the cathode potential, that's why both the diodes are in forward biasing. Okay. Therefore, by applying KVL law, let us see what is the voltage at node X. What is the voltage at node X? That is from X through any one of the diode and through the battery to the ground. Okay. So in the forward biasing case, how much voltage we can expect across the diode? That is cut-in voltage, 0.7 volts. 0.7 volts is across the diode, and another voltage is 0.2 volts, that is from the battery. So totally 0.2 plus 0.7. So 0.9 volts we can estimate at node X. At the node X, now we have the voltage is 0.9 volts. Okay. At node X, the voltage is 0.9 volts. With this, what is the voltage at V out now? The V out voltage is not equal to the voltage at the node X because there is a diode. Okay. So by subtracting the diode drop, how much voltage is there? That is the voltage we can expect at the V out. So how much is the diode drop? That is 0.7 volts. Okay. Hence 0.2 volts we are getting at the V out. You know already 0.2 volts is considered as logic low. Logic low. So for 0, 0 input, the output is 0. Let me fill the truth table. Having two inputs, VA, VB, one output. Here VA is 0.2 volts. VB also 0.2 volts. With this, we are getting V out as 0.2 volts. That is, in terms of logic values, A is 0, B is 0, output also 0. Okay. So this condition is satisfied with reference to AND gate. Okay. Let me apply another combination of input. That is, A value is 0, B value is 1. Okay. So A value 0 means 0.2 volts you have to connect at VA. B value is 1 means 5 volts you have to connect at the second diode or VB. Okay. Now with this applied voltages, now observe what is the biasing of each and every diode. The diode A in the same forward biasing because its anode voltage is greater than the cathode voltage. That is, anode is 5 volts whereas cathode is 0.2 volts. Not exactly 5, approximately 5. But coming to diode B, here the cathode voltage is greater than the anode. Cathode is 5 volts, but anode is not exactly 5, it is less than 5. Therefore, the diode B goes to reverse biasing. Okay, the diode B goes to reverse biasing. Now in this parallel connection, one diode is in forward biasing, another diode is reverse biasing. Okay. So totally, that is one diode, the diode which is in forward biasing acts as a short circuit. Okay. So in shunt connection, if the one component is short means the total network also short. Okay. Hence, you have to apply KVL on the path from the node X to the diode A and battery to the ground. Okay. And the battery which is connected to VA and ground. Okay. So therefore, what is the how much voltage we can expect at node X? That is the voltage across this diode A and applied voltage. What is the voltage across diode A? 0.7 volts because it is in on plus 0.2 volts. So the same 0.9 volts we can expect at node X. Therefore, because of diode DL diode drop at the output, we are getting 0.2 volts again. Let me fill the functional table or truth table. Now VA is 0.2 volts, VB is 5 volts, but output voltage is 0.2 volts only. That means at A logic 0 we are applying, at B logic 1 with 0 1 input. What is the output? That is 0 again. Okay. So this condition also satisfied as per the AND gate. Now let me apply another combination. Now A is at logic 1, B is at logic 0. A logic 1 means 5 volts you have to connect. B logic 0 means 0.2 volts you have to connect. In this case, the diode B is in forward biasing, whereas A is in reverse biasing. Hence, the diode B path you have to consider because these two are in shunt connection. Therefore, here also the expected voltage at node X is 0.9 volts. That is 0.7 volts across diode plus applied voltage 0.2 volts. So totally 0.9 volts. Hence, the output voltage is again 0.2 volts. Okay. So let me fill the truth table. So now VA is 5 volts, that is logic 1. VB is 0.2 volts, that is logic 0. Hence the output is 0.2 volts. It is applied 1 and 0s. What is the output? 0. Okay, so the third condition also satisfied with reference to AND gate. Now let us check the fourth combination, that is both inputs at logic 1, means 5 volts at VA, 5 volts at VB. Okay, with these voltages, now both the diodes are in reverse biasing. Both the diodes are in reverse biasing, acts as a open circuit. Therefore, how much voltage we can expect at the node X? How much voltage? Both these diodes are in open circuit. Both these diodes are in open circuit means at the node X, the voltage is 5 volts. At the node X, the voltage is 5 volts. Okay. Therefore, the output voltage is, by subtracting the DL diode drop, it is 4.3 volts. 4.3. Okay. That 4.3 volts is the high voltage, hence referred as logic 1. Let me fill the truth table. So VA is 5 volts, that is logic 1. VB also 5 volts, that is logic 1. And output is 4.3 volts we are getting. That means that is for 1-1 combination, the output is 1. Okay, so totally all the cases are satisfied for the AND gate by this network. Hence, this circuit work as a AND gate under diode logic. Clear? So that is the construction and operation of AND gate under diode logic. The diode logic is very simple, but the problem is you can't construct NOT gates. Okay, that is the problem here. So to overcome this, some simple modification is there. So with that modification, the resultant family is the diode transistor logic that you can see in the next class, right?